It's pretty clear that offense is lacking for the Boston Celtics. Warriors are going to require high effort on the defensive side, so it's going to even drain them more offensively, which is going to be a worry for me. When Boston exerts a lot of force, a lot of pressure, they kind of choke when they go out there and they try to put things together and try to do
down the stretch.
Try to do things. It doesn't really look good. Boston's total points in their series with Miami was 735 through 7 games. Excuse me. Warriors through 5 was 576. That puts the Warriors at 115 points per game and the Celtics at 105 points per game. That's a big difference. That's a big margin. That's a 10-point win every time. There's a lot of moments throughout the series in Miami that Boston just looked like even at their best they might not be better than the Warriors. And that's going to kind of have me go ahead and think that the fact that they don't have enough offense, the fact that the Warriors were overloaded with shooting, the fact that the Celtics are inconsistent, they'll fall off, kind of has me think the Warriors are going to handle this one like they handled the Mavericks. The Warriors look to be in stride. You got Clay. Clay's finding his footing. He's feeling comfortable. That defense is looking to get back. Clay's going to guard. He's going to get good minutes on the harder guys. He's going to take Marcus Smart out of the equation. And then you got guys like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum who's just going to get evaporated by whether it be Andrew Wiggins or Draymond Green, or you can even honestly say Andre Iguodala. Time to wake up. How do you feel about them Celtics, man? You still riding hot on them, Mr. Larry Bird?
Yeah, I like the Celtics. They're my favorites to win the finals this year. But like you were saying, man, it's after last night, it's not looking great. But they definitely still have a chance. I think if they polish up the shooting percentages, they work on the fouls, and they play a physical brand of basketball with the Warriors. I think they'll definitely hold their own against them. But I think either way it goes down to 7.
Yeah, down to 7. Look, that's a big. I feel like that'd be a huge pat on the back for the Celtics if they can take the Warriors to 7, because the Warriors are in their third finals in 5 years. The Warriors are a machine at this point. They're almost more. I don't know. They're perfect. There's really nothing that I can find with the Warriors that I would be worried about. Maybe the only thing would be the size, but at the same time they make up for what they lack in size with their shooting ability or their ability to get offensive motion or whatnot. And there's a lot of value in that in the NBA. I feel like, especially in today's game, a team like the Warriors who doesn't need Steph to be 100%, doesn't need Clay to be 100%. They have guys like Jordan Poole. They can have guys like Wiggins, and they can even facilitate through a Draymond Green or even a Gary Payton. They got a lot of talent that the Warriors can be able to put on the court at any given time, at any given moment. I think that they're so deep and that they just do not really find inconsistencies in their game. And whenever they do have one with a star, that there's guys there to help him pick back up. Warriors are just too tricky. There's too many problems for Boston to figure out. Warriors' main problem is going to be how do you contain Jason Tatum? Because when you look at what they did with Luka Doncic, they completely made him inefficient. They made Luka Doncic look like he was a fool. And look, I'm not even saying Luka Doncic at his worst, even at his best, he's not as good as he was, whether it be against the Suns or whatnot.
It's a different series.
The defenders that he's going to play against are going to limit him. And you never know when they're going to limit him. Even if he scores 30 points, he might not be able to score the 10 points that he needs in the fourth quarter because there's a little more toughness. There's a little more physicality, like you were saying.
He's going to take more shots.
I feel like Jason Tatum's going to run into that same problem. Jason Tatum's young.
Good.
Boston can't throw anything at Golden State that they haven't seen already.
Yeah.
Golden State is they're pretty prepared, and they got a scheme where Steve Kerr found what works for his guys best. He knows how to, complement Clay's game with Steph's game, with Draymond's game. And then Andrew Wiggins was a huge boost. Andrew Wiggins provided the main thing that they needed, was just help on the under the rim protection and just pretty much getting into that defensive anchor role that Draymond, might not be able to fill that much longer. Draymond, these guys are getting old. So, I definitely would see where Andrew Wiggins can be a bright spot here for years to come.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, he can bring a ton to that team.